Hello, hello. Aiboan, kia ora. We are here. We are connected. Okay, so um, I'm just riffing at the moment. I have a lot of messages that I just think are worthwhile sharing, and I don't have a particular order. Uh, just really against the grain in terms of structuring a whole bunch. I have my set of notes here, but really what I wanted to talk about is what we're going to see going forward and how that's going to be really useful for you as a human being on this planet. Um, if you can even understand the next few things that I say, or something really hits you home, and it aids you to become a better, stronger, more trusting and loving version of yourself, I would say take it. If what I say causes more fear, observe it, and then watch yourself, like sift through it, because your context, it's all beautiful. I believe it's all divine, and we're all connected, and there's a reason that you have that message, and there's a reason for that to show up in you. But there's also a reason why I'm giving you this disclaimer before. It's to protect you as well. So watch it, and if it stirs so much fear in you, it may just mean that you have to. It could be something that's a light and shining a shadow on something, or it could be confirming something that's already a lie. Okay, that anyone who's living in such a deep state of fear, we get to that. When we get to that state, you can look at anything, and your reality is distorted at that point. So just be aware of that. We can pick up the scariest thing even in the cutest little creature. Okay, it doesn't. Well, instead of looking at its eyes and ears and nose, we'll look at its. Oh my God, it could eat me, right? Just an example. But knowing that fear has the ability to distort what you're receiving. Okay, and I encourage discussions. Talk to your friends, your partners, your families about the things that come up, so that you have that space to contain you, and make sure those people are trusted and safe for you as well. They need to have a certain frequency or energy to be able to pour love into you when you feel scared. And I wish that's my wish for everyone, to have that. So today I'm going to share what we're going to see more of. Okay, what we're going to see more of is you and me. We are going to be walking outside down the street, and we are going to see people like this. They're going to look like this. Hand on their heart. Okay, maybe one on their belly for extra grounding, for the I am and the I feel. They're going to look like this. And then they're just going to continue. They're just going to continue and carry on their day. What will they have done in that moment? Now, right now in today, there are specific communities where it's kind of normal, right? These are the spiritual communities. These are the spaces where people are practicing things like meditation, or have various religious practices, or some cultural practices as well. You might see people doing these kinds of behaviors. It's not common in our everyday world. It's now not going to matter if you're black, white, or green. Do you know what I mean? We're going to see all kinds of people doing this. And it is very important that they start doing this, because what they do when they do that is they are actually connecting, and they are connecting with source, or like, I don't want to scare you. So I'm just trying to pick and choose my words. They are, whether they are connecting with source or something else, it's not all that. The act that they are stopping, they're pausing, they are asking, they're seeking for clarity, that is what's important. Okay, note that. So when they stop and ask and seek, oh, I don't know what to do, Which way do I go? Should I go this way or that way? What would be better for me? And then they'll try to listen, and then they'll keep going, right? So notice also that you are when you are asking, when you're in the state of asking, you are not in the state of receiving. You are asking. You're doing something, right? So right after that person asks something, hey, which way do I go? Hey, how should I figure this out? Show me the signs. What is the clarity I need to see? Help me rid confusion. Show me clearly so in a way that I understand. Asking, 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 all asking. So not receiving the answer at that point. Then, as they drop their shoulders and get about their day, they've surrendered, they've trusted, and then they are open to receiving the answers. Okay, so that is the state that we all need to be in if we're trying to call in whatever we want. Whatever we want. Whatever we want. So, yeah, I wanted to share that idea of stopping, stop and stare, stopping, staring, and receiving and asking, the art of recognizing that there is a source and a stream, this what is it? Sorry, I'm feeling into it now. It's an invisible web of interconnectedness. It's not as scary as a web. It's like a stream, but it's these channels, these pathways, these threads. Threads. There we go. That's what it is. These threads that are already linked that you end up tapping into. Threads, or what people will refer to as the collective consciousness. That's a little bit higher, but like I want to keep it quite grounded onto like on the street, outside the library, by the cafe, by walking, by the park. There you are, okay? When you stop, you open yourself up into those specific fields, which allows you to receive from those fields, and depending on what else you specifically ask for, other areas as well as you go about your day. So I want to encourage people to do this, because even if something amazing happens, we're not in a state to receive it because we're too scared. When the body is scared, all the systems that are running are, we know, right? Fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. You can look at my Instagram channel, Nimfluenza, which talks about, I have a lot of trauma-based information there, like little reels and clips. But all of those responses are there, or you might call them ego-based responses, because they are the things that drive your animal urges and desire to pretty much stay tethered onto the planet. Without our ego, we are only spirit, and without our ego, we cannot actually stay on the planet or live on the planet or survive, because our ego is the thing that will come in clutch when we feel like our life is in danger, which it is even when you're trying to cross the street. Okay, so we need a little bit of that. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. There's like phases, right? There's like you end up you know what? I'm gonna make another one for that one there. I might just stay on here and do another little clip. But this is an attitude of openness to the fact that you don't know. There's like so many steps. This is very nuanced, right? Like you have to have an attitude of openness and humbleness to recognize that you are just one right now. You are everything, you are all, but you are also just one in this very moment right now. So because of that, you may not have the answers, and that is okay. So then you stop, you stare, and you ask, you surrender, you release, and you keep going, and you trust, and you see, you witness, you keep an eye. You can't just fall asleep after that, because then you won't see. That would just be silly. So But sometimes humans do. We do fall asleep, and sometimes, well, hopefully, we see something in our dreams. But you know, so that's our message today. Like in this little clip. Stay tuned. I'll probably make some more clips, and yeah, I hope it deeply resonates with you in a way that brings light, hope. The process I described there, it's the process that will. It doesn't matter what is on fire around you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That process is like a solid, foolproof way to ensure that you are giving everything you've got a chance. Not just your mind, not just your body. By body, I mean your ego is there for you, right? Like it will kick in, it will survive, it will drive survival mode. When you're in the most dangerous and fearful state, which we know a lot of the planet are on right now in, you know, and so you have your body and your mind will be racing. But if you don't do that next step, which is your mind, your body, and your spirit, the consciousness of the spirit, that's what we're doing. If you use that and you tap into those threads in that moment as well, you are literally giving yourself the best chance at survival and the best chance for everyone around you. So I hope that sinks in. And thank you for connecting with me. And yeah, it's always real. So yeah, love you. If you want to find out who I am, the stuff's in the bio.